those who just got here, this is our new clerk, Linda Wolf. Linda, roll call.
Trustee Prout.
Here.
Trustee Prosser.
Here.
Trustee Ball.
Yes.
Trustee Sewell.
He's here.
Supervisor Cox.
Here. Okay. All right, so we'll start with public comment, and you'll have 5 minutes to step to the podium. And just to make clear, Mandy, we have you on the agenda. Okay, you're a pro with this, so okay. All right, feel free to step to the podium if you have any public comments. Yeah.
My name is Katarina Engel, and I will be reading on behalf of Rachel Dye, who is unable to make it tonight. Good evening, and thank you to Kate for reading my statement. Work responsibilities and illness have prevented me from attending recent meetings in person. I appreciate those who choose to serve in public office. However, I remain concerned by the tone and rhetoric that have appeared at times in township meetings, online discussions, and conversations surrounding township issues. Public service carries a responsibility to engage respectfully and thoughtfully with all residents, regardless of political perspective or background. Tonight, I want to focus on one issue in particular, how we discuss poverty and those who rely on assistance programs. Supervisor Cox compared them to animals in the last meeting, saying people will just come back for more and more the more you feed them. How utterly ridiculous, unprofessional, biased, and blatantly inaccurate. Township staff work hard to support residents in need, and I appreciate those efforts. One of the core responsibilities of township government is providing general assistance to vulnerable community members. While programs for seniors are valuable, the township must also ensure that residents facing financial hardship are treated with equal dignity and consideration. The preferential treatment of certain programs over others that we've seen here is not acceptable. Too often, conversations about poverty are oversimplified. Suggesting that people struggling financially simply do not want to work overlooks the broader realities many Americans face. Poverty is shaped not only by individual choices, but also by economic conditions, public policy, access to education and healthcare, housing costs, wages, and long-standing structural inequalities, including racism embedded within those systems. American history shows the economic inequality did not develop by accident. Policies like segregation, redlining, unequal access to education, and discriminatory lending practices created long-term barriers to economic mobility for many communities. Deindustrialization, rising healthcare and housing costs, and wage stagnation have further increased financial strain for working families. The way poverty is discussed politically also matters. During the Reagan era, rhetoric popularized stereotypes like the welfare queen painted people receiving assistance as irresponsible or unwilling to work. Those narratives had lasting effects on public attitudes, despite the reality that most people receiving aid were working families, seniors, children, or individuals with disabilities. Economic policies from that era, major tax cuts and reductions in social spending, contributed to growing wealth inequality. Many of those approaches have since been embraced by ultra-conservatives, the current presidential administration, and the richest in our society. That last line alone should give you pause. I understand that personal responsibility absolutely matters and individual decisions affect outcomes, but people make choices within systems that are not equally accessible to everyone. Recognizing that requires accountability and approaching these issues with fairness, accuracy, and compassion, rather than with stereotypes or false narratives. Most people who receive a form of public assistance are not refusing to work. Many are employed adults struggling to keep up with rising costs. Others are seniors, children, or individuals facing medical or financial hardship. Millions of working Americans still live paycheck to paycheck despite full-time employment. Because of this, I believe it is important for public officials and residents alike to approach conversations about poverty carefully and thoughtfully. Language matters and assumptions matter. The way leaders speak about vulnerable populations shapes public attitudes and community culture. For that reason, I am formally requesting that the Township Board participate in professional training related to bias awareness, respectful public engagement, and the structural causes of poverty, conducted by a qualified outside organization and scheduled no later than the end of the August board meeting. This is not about attacking individuals or creating division. It is about encouraging informed leadership, constructive dialogue, and a stronger community culture moving forward. These challenges are closer to home than many of us realize. Many of us are just one bad situation away from falling into the category that the supervisor paints as animals. I ask you, can we not rise above this cruelty? Can we not hold those accountable who use their power to dehumanize and distract? Can we learn to unlearn and then relearn to be better humans? I believe we can, and in not doing so is a price none of us can truly afford to pay. Thank you, Rachel Dye.
Anyone else? All right. Response, I mean, I talked about a sign. But moving forward, I am going to ask the attorney to look into how it works if you want to read somebody else's statement, because that could be a real long.
I don't have any proof that that was.
Well, what I'm saying is, I know there was other people that would like to make it, but they had a band recital and things, and,
It's
I
public
could.
comments, you can't stop it from saying.
Well, what I'm saying is, that's why I said I was gonna ask the attorney about reading somebody else's, and I'll, so I don't know.
Yeah, for speaking for somebody else, I had a constituent that wanted to come tonight to speak, and she said, I just can't, I have some things with my kids. She said, could I get someone else to read for me, and I told her I did not know the law on that, so.
I've read letters from constituents before here.
I know, we did that one time, right?
We updated the bylaws to say that, I would have to go back and look and see if it was just that you couldn't like email in a comment.
Right.
Or if it was that you had to physically be the person here reading it.
Well, because it could, as we see on social media, it could just turn into a fiasco with, the Hanukkah Hedgehog said this, and it's these fake names, and just, you don't know, and it just becomes, we have business to do, so.
You know, you gotta stand up here and state your name and where you live.
That's the way it always was, but anyway, I'm fine.
That's not required either.
Okay, moving on to old business. We're gonna be voting on the budgets that we discussed for the last hour. It says town budget first, so we'll start with that. The town budget, the appropriation was, do you have that in front of you, clerk? If not, I can get it here. I got a lot of paperwork. $1,383,212. I have a motion, and then if there's any discussion after that, any motions to,
Well, I motion to accept that amount.
okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussions, any questions? If not, clerk roll call.
Trustee Sewell,
Yes.
trustee Ball,
No.
trustee Prosser,
No.
trustee Crowell, I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And then me.
Oh, Supervisor Cox,
Yes,
I'll get there.
okay, the motion passed. Moving forward to the road and bridge, budget. Let's see if I got that handy. Exact amount. Okay. This is on the final page, Captain.
Can we ever have discussions why, like,
You-
when our
yes.
trustees question, or like when we say, are there any questions, why?
Why they voted
why
no?
they- Yeah,
I mean, technically you can, but it's, what good is it? It doesn't really matter, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
I was just curious.
Yeah, and maybe you
Let's
can
not
ask
do
them
that during
afterwards.
the meeting.
So the road district budget is $3,717,600. $3,717,600. So I have a motion on the roads
I
budget.
motion that we pass that.
Oh, second?
Okay, any discussion or questions? Seeing none, we'll roll call, clerk.
Trustee Prosser,
Yes.
Trustee Crowell,
Yes.
Trustee Ball,
Yes.
Trustee Sewell,
Yes.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes. Okay. Under new business, we have a resolution 2026 R08. It's a donation to the Maryville Food Pantry. The reason that I wanted this on the agenda, Mike and I, and you probably saw it in the supervisor's report, but I saw Mike up there and we went to a prayer dinner and just realized how much the Maryville Food Pantry does. And there's sometimes, and I kind of feel guilty of this, that I feel like sometimes we forget maybe Maryville because we call ourselves the Collinsville Township,
Yeah.
and all of Maryville is in the Collinsville Township. And they run a great program. I've been out there several times before, and we have donated to them in the past. And I think they deserve the same type of love that we give to the Collinsville Food Pantry. And so that's why I put that on there. And again, I have a separate budget line item for those type of things.
And how much is the dollar amount on it?
5.
$500, yes.
How much do you think?
I'll second it.
Okay? Any questions? Not, roll call.
Trustee Prosser,
Yes.
Trustee Crowell,
Yes.
Trustee Ball,
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, was that a yes?
Yes.
A yes, okay, Brett, Trustee
Yes.
Sewell,
Yes.
yes, and Supervisor Cox.
Yes. Next one is a resolution 2026 R09 HHH. It stands for Homework, Help, and Hoops Support. Did I get that right, or is it the other way around? I have dyslexia sometimes. Okay. And we have Mandy here. And Mandy is going to be running the program this year, and so I appreciate you coming, and so maybe you can fill the board in on exactly what the program is and what we're asking for.
There is a little handout there for y'all. $45 now, sorry. Hello Township Board, thank you for allowing me to present this evening. For those who do not know me, my name is Mandy Begley, as Derek said, and I took over as Program Director of Homework, Help, and Hoops, or HHH as it's more commonly known around here, after school tutoring and summer camp program at the end of 2025, when the founder, Dana Callahan, retired. I wanted to first thank you all for your past support and the difference it has made in nourishing the minds and bodies of our community's youngest members. In 2025 alone, HHH provided free after-school tutoring to 52 children in 1st through 6th grade, and free lunch and educational activities to 79 youth entering pre-K through 12th grade. The impact for tutoring students was seen through improved STAR or state testing reports, homework completion, and increased self-confidence as reported by district teachers. Our summer camp participants benefited from full stomachs as well as active minds and bodies while school was not in session. The Homework, Help, and Hoops program mission is to assist children in the Collinsville region who are at risk of failing by state standards but do not qualify for extra help through the school public system, and to provide enriching summer activities and daily healthy meals to area youth during non-school months. We focus on these areas in support of the overall St. John United Church of Christ mission to be a church in the heart of community with the community at heart. The HHH program takes place in our church's 67,000 square foot facility located not far from here, right in the heart of downtown Collinsville. We are uniquely positioned to provide access and opportunities to families since the building is located just 1 block from Madison County Transit bus station, next door to the Collinsville Unit 10 School District's main office, and across the street from the Collinsville Police Department. The inclusive and diverse nature of our HHH programming is non-religious and identifies our church as a consistent safe space for all community members. Years ago, through the HHH tutoring program, the church learned that there were students who did not look forward to summer vacation. Surprising, I know. But it was because they would not receive breakfast and lunch at home when school was not in session. In an effort to help meet this basic need, we developed and hosted the first free HHH summer camp and lunch program in 2013. You are likely already aware that the Collinsville Unit 10 School District has a federal community eligibility provision of CEP designation, meaning that all students in the district now receive free breakfast and lunch at school during the school year. This is due to an ISP or identified student percentage of at least 25% or more of the students qualifying for free or reduced lunch through programs like SNAP and Medicaid. The school district social workers help identify children who need our program most during the summer. Due to federal cuts in SNAP and other food funding this year,
Our community is especially susceptible to hungry children during summer when no school lunch is provided. We are helping to mitigate that issue by providing a healthy and delicious hot meal every day, Monday through Thursday, for youth under the age of 18 for all of June and July. A snack is sent home each day with all students, and in partnership with the Collinsville Food Pantry, a Tote Me Home bag of food for the weekend is provided to families identified with food insecurity every Thursday. To continue improving student outcomes, we also include 3 30-minute rotations of educational and camp activities to keep skills current over the summer, including art, music, STEM, PE, brain games, board games, and reading buddies. This year, we have also once again partnered with the Learning Success Center to offer students who could benefit from additional reading help access to their online MindPlay software that learns based on their answers and provides custom game-based curriculum to each student enrolled. So for once, a really positive use of AI. In the past 13 years, the HHH Summer Camp and Free Lunch Program has assisted more than 740 area youth, thanks to our sponsors and program partners and hundreds of volunteers. This year, we are requesting funding to be used from the Collinsville Township to be used toward food items, including monthly frozen food bulk orders and weekly purchases of fresh milk and produce, which we get right here from the Collinsville Farmers Market. You can see the tentative menu plans on the last 2 pages of the handout that I provided. The non-food supplies such as napkins, plates, trays, utensils, and trash bags. We did also start a composting program last year as well. The salary of our certified and SI accredited food handler who has created these menus and cooks meals for summer camp. Thank you so much for your time, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you have.
What's your total budget?
I estimated based on last year, I think we're around 38 to 40,000. That includes 3 part-time staff, myself included, food, the non-food supplies, servants and maintenance, and then like marketing, printing, and postage. So about 50% of the budget is salary, and then about 26 to 30% depending goes to food, and then the rest is other.
So who all contributes to this?
A lot of people. We have individual donors through the church. We have individual donors. We have, well, you can see on the second paper, so the first one has a few. I went ahead and put you all on there because you donated in the past, and since we had to get that out, the whole district sent it out in, so basically you're gonna get credit whether you give us any money or not because you're already on the flyer, which is fine. You've given us money in the past.
Oh,
But
right there.
yeah, so you can see on the second page there with the volunteers, we've got an updated list of others that have come in the last couple of months as well. So Edwardsville Community Foundation has some people who donate, individuals donate.
What other fundraisers do you guys do?
We do a rummage sale in the fall, and that brings in a decent amount. We do a artisan craft fair right before Christmas, and then we have a whole section that's all Christmas items we pulled from the rummage sale, and that funding goes toward HHH. Then I do well, I haven't done it before, it was Dana before, but we do presentations around the community, so I think FCB has donated in the past. We write grants. We've gotten a grant from the Lutheran Foundation toward our tutoring program. Last year, we've also gotten a Commerce Bank Shares Foundation grant previously, so a number of other organizations. I'm still learning the ropes, but that's what I know so far.
Okay. Have you ever approached anybody on the county board to see if there's any grant money available through them?
I have not personally, but I will certainly add that to our list.
Talk to Paul Nicholas.
And I guess I would ask is, and again, I know that we don't do this for any recognition, and it's not even our money, it's the taxpayers' money. And so I guess I appreciate you putting us on here, and I appreciate you being here and you stepping up because it is a good program. I know Kathy's been out there every single year reading and filling in and doing.
Oh, and if anyone would like to be a reading buddy, like you just mentioned, you can come read a story to the kids.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great, thank you.
The question, I guess what the biggest thing for me is, like you heard, you were sitting back there, that the township, or me personally, doesn't do anything for, that's kind of what the narrative is out there, okay? And last year, I don't know exactly how much you brought in, and you probably don't have those numbers right here.
I don't, I'm still trying to get it all organized.
But I would say, I would be confident in saying that the Collinsville Township was probably one of the very biggest ones.
I would say that's probably true.
And we got no credit. And we don't do it for credit. But we also don't deserve being criticized. When I looked at the, I had a meeting with the city, and did the city of Collinsville give anything?
I have not presented to them as yet.
And what I'm saying is, and they said they don't have the budget for these things. And so it's not downing the city. They just said, listen, we don't like to get involved with that because, Neil back there, that's his tax money. And does he want to go into this thing, or, does Jeff want his tax money going over here? And it gets kind of tricky when it gets into government. And so at least when we're doing good, I just want to not be criticized. So I don't know what the board is comfortable with. I've had a few people come to me and say, listen, you got to be kind of careful with this, because if we give to this program, then what about St. Peter and Paul? Or what about, if there's other programs out there? I'm all for your program. I mean, and I'm a fan of yours, because you're a professional and you get
Some
the job.
days, right?
You get the job done. She gets the job done. And so I think it's a great program. I think it's up to maybe a discussion or whatnot on
What was
maybe
our
the amount or
contribution last year?
whatnot.
Last year, based on my records, was 4,000, which would have been based on, I'm still trying to understand the numbers,
Yeah.
but I think it was about 10% of our budget for last year, the summer camp. So, yeah, which is really good. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's kind of, it's a tough thing for us up here because, and I think you understand, and so it's tough because I definitely want to do as much as we can. So what do you guys, do you have any more questions for Mandy, and then maybe we can discuss the amount or whatnot?
Mandy, what was the percentage of township residents that you guys serve? You had a number there.
Percentage
For
of
children?
children?
In township, Collinsville Township?
Well,
Oh,
are they
that
all?
I don't know for sure. I know that the majority are. We have a few that come in from like Caseyville. A lot of our students actually either walk because they live in the region right here, which is why we're in a great location for it. And that's especially with the older, the junior high and high school. And then I know that we've had about 34 students apply for this summer so far. We get a lot the last few weeks, but I think 3 of them were maybe from Caseyville, but the rest were all from Collinsville. So it's a pretty high percentage.
And how many years have you guys been doing this now?
This was we finished 13 years, I believe, and it's been 740 students through the summer camp program. Go back and find my note there.
So
Yes,
that's-
13 years, 740
That's
youth.
amazing.
And a lot of them do come back and volunteer, which is great. That's the other thing that's really nice about this program. And actually, the programs of this community, I have to give everyone a shout out, because the food pantry works really well with, obviously they do this Spirit of Sharing, Soup Kitchen, and all, 10 different churches are involved with that. And we have volunteers who help with summer camp and with tutoring who are also from other churches. We have some Muslim students, atheist students. We have it's basically a program for everyone. There's no one who is not included. We have a lot of older youth who have maybe have a developmental delay or something like that, and they get to come and be part and also help. And it's just, it's very cool to see the whole community has a place if they come and find a spot for them.
All right.
I'd make a motion that we approve the spending level that we did last year. I'd second that.
Okay, all right. So with that, with the motion, thank you so much,
Thank
Mandy.
you.
And
Thank
good
you.
luck, and I know that we'll be out there. We'll pick a date or whatever, I know, to help out or whatnot.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And come read a story, and if you would like to.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
All
you.
right.
How many did you say that you served?
713 years, so that's.
So, yeah, let's have a discussion. So a motion and a second, and then discussion. So, yeah, it's about 70 kids each year. Yeah, and it's been fairly, accurate on that. Does anybody have any questions, thoughts?
I'm torn, because
And speaking of the mic, so,
I'm kind of torn on the issue of, I know the kids need it, okay? And they're serving a group that's not gonna get help anywhere else. But I also we wanna tighten our budget, and I know we've got a few of the people that supported me in my election that don't like that we spend money for this kind of thing. They think that township government should stick to the roads and the senior center.
Well, there's a
But then, you know, when we have 52 kids that are probably many disadvantaged, that's why they're at the program, we have to provide for their guidance and upbringing and security when they're not in school. Otherwise, they might turn out to be the hooligans that all of society is afraid of. You know, so.
Mandy, do you do church services for them too, like daily? Like, is it kind of like a Bible study thing too?
No, it's a non-religious base. We do have the programming out there, like we put out our Vacation Bible School flyers are out. If they wanted to come to a Sunday service, they're welcome. But it is completely non-religious. Like I said, we have people of other faiths and other denominations and other churches that assist, and students that come as well. Yeah. It's more about being Jesus instead of talking about Jesus.
And it's about, and not, I mean, it's about serving children.
Yes,
You know,
it's about
Yeah,
creating and
that's,
helping.
I gotta, you know, and as much as I wanna cut back on spending, I'm sorry, but, you know, the kids, if we don't take care of our kids,
Well, we don't have any other programs asking us for this kind of thing for the children in our township. So, and your marketing again, how are you getting this out to the communities on?
We use social media, we use the district. The district has been great to partner with us, Dr. Skirtich, all the principals. They send things out in like the newsletter on the Parent Square, which I use because my daughter is in pre-K at Maryville Elementary. So I see the things go out. They've been amazing. So they get it, and then the school social workers let us know specifically if there's someone who could use additional help to make sure that we.
Do you know if any other municipalities donate, like the school district, do they actually donate money?
Any other municipalities donate to this program?
Yes, like the city, I already said the city doesn't. Maryville does, because they're in Unit 10.
Caseyville Township.
You know, Caseyville Township, or just any other ones.
You know what, if you give me a minute, I can pull up the funding chart from last year that I have it somewhere in the file, and I will let you know.
That would be helpful, because
Okay.
I think it would really help, I think, the other members of the board, just to, I just don't, well, and I guess if we're the lone duck,
There's a motion on the floor.
We're having a
And we're
discussion.
discussing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
we're having a discussion.
I'm gonna call for a vote.
Not till
Just-
we're done discussing.
She's gonna look, it's all good.
Thanks.
I mean,
So,
I can call for a vote anytime I want.
yeah, you can. So, just, is it cool that we just?
Yeah,
fund
I
that?
don't have any problem with it, I just look at it, you know, again, we have other areas, we just went through our budget.
Correct.
Where we're, you know, sending money when people need it, their houses, you know, whatever, power bills and all that.
Mhm.
So we're doing stuff already, but this is, if we've done it before, I don't see why we shouldn't keep doing it. It's a, you know, it's not like it's a brand new program, it's 13 years into it, and they've helped out.
Just so, I mean, I don't think there's any disagreement on the table that we should continue to do it.
And I
and
understand
change
the
support.
taxpayers part of it, you know, we always, like Brad had said, you get into that.
But I would like to know, and then again, because before, it seems like we do it, and then we get criticized for doing nothing. Meanwhile, it's the opposite, and I want them to get more money. I wanna say, hey, Maryville, Collinsville, Caseyville Township, Unit 10, Madison County, match what we're doing.
It's a great program.
I mean-
The church down below the hill,
You know.
they do lunches for kids at State Park at Washington Park. They take little bags and.
So it's just all about,
So based on what I see from last year, and please bear with me.
Yeah.
because, again, I'm new. I will go ask money of anyone that you all say, you should go ask these people for money. I absolutely will. You just send me.
Yeah,
Go
she
ask
will.
Maryville, go ask Collinsville.
You go.
I will go. Based on what I'm seeing, our number one last year was Centene Management, and you all were second after that. And then following that, it was individual organizations and agencies like FCB Bank, Collinsville Rotary Club, ACT, American Super Community Transit, individuals, St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church, like the number of churches.
Yeah.
Collinsville Junior Service Club did donate. Yes, you all have been one of the top funders, so if you'd like additional shout outs, I'm happy to.
That's it. And it's not about that, but it is, and you understand now, again, if we're gonna take the heat, we should also get some credit.
Does
too.
this come from our general assistance as well?
So,
Is this general assistance?
No, this is not general assistance fund
So
because
it's
those
over
are.
and above our
No,
general?
that is a restricted fund. Only certain things qualify for that, okay? I do have a budget, and I'll just say, because I take the heat, I'm the one that created that budget. Youth programs. That budget line item was never in there. And so, we have enough money in that budget to do that. We also gave $500 to the Unit 10 for the 4th grade jamboree.
Yeah.
And just for anybody because there is people on the other side that I will say, hey, we don't like that, okay? But I will remind you that we are the only municipality that have actually lowered the tax levy, and every year. And so we're doing our part, and I think this conversation, although it's uncomfortable, I think it's a good one, because it's gonna drive Mandy to go out to the other ones, and even if it's $500, okay? And anybody that's watching this, individual donations, I always encourage the individuals to get involved. If you wanna give to something, give to something, you know? And it's hard for us, but the township is unique and it's different from the city. And I will say this, the township is around for these type of programs, like with the general assistance. The city, where the city doesn't have that and they're not mandated by law. So that would be my number one. It's in the budget, and this is what the township was basically still around for, okay? And so that would be my pros on it, to say yes to the 4,000. But I will just throw out a little just hint, because I have to deal with this with MCT. We got a grant, it started at 10,000, it went down to like 7,000, 5,000, every year it steps down. What I'm saying is, moving forward though, and if you know this, I would say that this board might have to step down a little bit in the future years. But hopefully we can make that up with other donations, if that makes sense. If that makes you guys feel comfortable.
That's kind of
Okay. All right, we'll call for the vote then. Clerk Wolf?
And
Trustee Crowe.
just to be clear, this is for the $4,000 level of fund.
Correct.
Trustee Crowe,
Yes.
trustee Ball,
Yes.
trustee Prosser,
Yes.
trustee Sewell.
Yeah.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes. Thank you, Mandy. Okay, this is the next item is the consent agenda. And like I sent out in an email, Linda's done an excellent job so far. Only thing we'll just add to that is the supervisor's report. I will send that out, or I actually did send that out.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and so,
That's what?
yeah, no, I know, but it's it's out there now. So we'll put that on as item E for the supervisor's report as well. So, motion?
Motion approved, A
Okay.
through E, consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Okay,
Hold on a second. Clint
and Brett.
and Brad. Oops.
We'll get this.
We can talk a little faster if you want us to.
And Paul, okay. Thank you. Okay, got
You
that.
girl.
All right. Do we roll call? that?
Yes, roll call.
Oh, I knew that. Okay, trustee Crowe,
Yes.
trustee Ball,
Yes.
trustee Prosser,
Yes.
trustee Sewell.
Yeah.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes. Okay, next item is approval of the bills. Let me know if you need any help with this. You want me to call it out
Oh,
first
what
time?
do I do this?
I'll call it out.
Okay.
Then we get-
And if I miss one,
And
you
who
let
are
me
on
know, we'll
first, the
double check.
township?
We're gonna start with general assistance,
Okay.
okay? So the total amount of the bills this last month was $4,382.24.
I got a question.
Yes.
How much of that is salary?
The salary on that one would be, because I know I did 1,000 for a K. It's almost all of it.
Almost all of it.
About 3,000 or so was salary.
Is salary?
Yes, it's in your
Yeah.
package. You can look.
Further back, I was just wondering, I'm just trying to get a better handle on what's going on here.
Right. And again, I'm trying to make sure that we save money for the people who need it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, motion?
I motion we accept that, or that we approve that
Approve the bill.
amount.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, roll call?
Trustee Sewell,
Yes.
trustee Ball,
Yes.
trustee Presser,
Yes.
trustee Crowell,
Yes.
supervisor Cox.
Yes. Next item is, remind me, Kathy, do we do the road and bridge, all of it together? No, I guess
Just do
road and
the-
bridge general, then the.
No, you do them all together, you just do the
Okay,
equipment
gotcha.
separate.
All right, road and the equipment. Okay, so we have road and bridge of $181,046.81.
I make a motion that we pay those.
Okay,
I second it.
approved. Okay, any discussion, questions? If not, roll call.
Trustee Sewell,
Yes.
trustee Ball,
Yes.
trustee Crowell,
Yes.
trustee Presser,
Yes.
supervisor Cox.
Yes. Next is the town general. That includes the audit, IMRF, insurance. We had nothing in road and bridge equipment, by the way. And the pop-up fund, all that, $86,952.06.
I motion that we approve those bills.
I'll second.
Okay. If no questions, roll call.
Trustee Presser,
Yes.
trustee Crowell,
Yes.
trustee Ball,
Yes.
trustee Sewell,
Yeah.
supervisor Cox.
Yes. And lastly is our senior center, and that includes the building and the lunch. This doesn't include income, this is just our payments of $7,594.
Motion we approve those bills.
I'll second.
Okay, no questions, roll call?
Trustee Presser,
Yes.
trustee Crowell,
Yes.
trustee Ball,
Yes.
trustee Sewell,
Yes.
supervisor Cox.
Yes. Okay, thank you. All right, now we're gonna go to reports. We have Kathy here. Do you have anything else to report? No?
No, just that we are out right now, we're working on, Pat Drive area. We're replacing, culvert pipes that need to be replaced, putting in some other piping. Last year, Maryville put water lines out there, so they still don't have the ditch work done. So once we get done, they're gonna go out and finish ditch work, and we're putting it out for bid to get it paved out there then. So that's what our guys are busy on right now, along with mowing. I mean, mowing's a constant, and we're always behind because of the weather, but, beyond that, I called on Lebanon Road today, and they said that, apparently all the pilings are being put in place, they are there, and I don't really understand all the terminology of what they were talking about with the different things that are going on, but, they said by the middle of June, things should be going a lot quicker, so, I just drive out there and see nothing, but apparently it's something that they're doing, so, let's see, beyond that.
I deliver a girl that lives out there, and
Mhm.
you can't see what they're working on, cause you
No,
can't see it from
you
the
gotta
side.
drive back
Drive
there.
all the way, you can't see.
Well,
the
and I
next
just wanna say that I was riding my motorcycle the other day out there, and that is gonna be great
Oh,
development
once
area.
it's done, yeah.
And, I'm sure that the city's gonna want their hands on it and stuff, and don't blame them.
Yeah.
But, I think that is good. At first, it's almost like our IT ripping the Band-Aid off.
Right.
People were upset, and it's a nasty process to replace those bridges and all the mud and just all that. But when it is done, the houses that are out there, their value is going to go way up. It's a great,
And we're getting new money.
and there, let me tell you, yes, but I'd like to look for land out there, property to buy. But any investors, that's a great spot,
Yeah.
so.
Once they get that done, I'm looking into paving, just paving, they're gonna mill it and pave, maybe mill down a little bit, but Lebanon Road up to where the project began.
Yeah.
So we started like around Quado Hill.
I don't know exactly how the laws work and everything, this is just shooting from the hip.
Mhm.
But, if you ever had enough funding, and this would take some planning, I think it would be a great investment opportunity for the township if we did help, like you said, the paving, or, something where it would encourage a local investor as far as a real estate builder, even if it's just a little cul-de-sac, where you can put 4 or 5 homes or something. I think that would really up, the value for the township and stuff, and I don't know how all that works. That's your
Any
baby.
developments they try to take away, we had a development that went out this year, it's called Ore Lane.
Mhm.
They couldn't take that away from us because it's on township property in Caseyville Township. So Caseyville didn't annex it, but if the city has a chance, they will, city or Maryville,
Right.
they take it, so, yeah. It's
But
kind of
yeah,
a
I'm just
catch-22.
trying to encourage,
I know they sent out annexation letters asking people on a couple of our streets
yes.
about possibly annexing.
And just so folks know, because it's a good time to talk about it, I get calls all the time, you guys get the mail, and right when you see it in your mailbox, it probably scares you. The first time, you're like, I might have to go to court or something, because it's from an attorney. But what it is the cities they're expanding, and they're trying to.
Get more money.
Well, yeah, and get as many folks into their communities as possible, and some people like to be in the township, and some people want the services of like fire and things like that, and so I don't want to, because
Really, the only thing they're gaining is police, because they already pay a fire
Right.
district. If you're in the township, you pay a fire district tax.
well, and the thing is, I want the city to know that, again, it's like if I'm the mayor, I'm wanting the most for Collinsville. Well, if I'm the supervisor, I want the best for the township. And so if you live in the township, and you like your service, then I'm all for that. But there's the point that I'm getting to. There's nothing, to my knowledge, that the township can actually do, or as me as supervisor can do, to offset that. This has happened many of times, and the only thing I tell the residents is, the only thing you can do is the power of the people. If you don't want your neighborhood annexed, then you have to get your group together, and you need to go to the council meeting and object to it.
Yeah,
And
it still probably doesn't work.
it doesn't, it just depends, in some cases it has worked, it depends how powerful you can get your group behind you, but that's really the only thing that you can do.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
still gonna be in the Collinsville Township.
Well, I know, Collinsville's wanting to grow their, population, is what they're trying to do, so.
Right.
But everybody that's called me said they don't wanna go in, and I think unless they're surrounded, they don't have to,
It's gotta be 3-sided.
yeah. So,
Well, just kinda keep
see
us
what
up to date,
happens.
I'll try to keep people up to date when they ask,
Yeah.
because it's going on out there, but it's also, it's not the scariest thing either.
No,
I
the
mean, it's-
aggravating part about it to me is it's just annex, but it really doesn't change our job anymore. We still have all this area to mow, we still have all this,
Yeah, it's just who is plowing your street. A lot of people think that the township does an amazing job, which, well, I think that, and I'm not saying that anybody else doesn't do a good job, but they like the services that they provide, and it's a little less taxes. But at the end of the day, you're still going to be in the Collinsville Township, but you'll also then be in the city.
Yeah,
You'll
it'll
have
be
two.
city services for
Right.
roads
Right.
and that, so.
So, anyway, there are positives, like when somebody has a junky yard, and you gotta get it cleaned up. And I get those calls, and they're sent to the county, and sometimes the county takes longer to get it cleaned up than, say, the codes. Well, some people don't like that. They don't wanna have to, when they rent a house or something like that, go through the code department and pay the fee and all that, so you would have to do that. You
Right.
can't burn. You know, some people like that you can't burn because it's bad respiratory, but then some people wanna burn. It's, yeah, I mean, same, you know, so it's,
Yeah,
you know,
there's a lot, I mean.
there's pluses and minuses,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
at the end of the
that.
day, there's more important things in life.
Right,
But
yeah,
anyway.
I mean, you know, if it happens, it happens,
Yeah.
but, you know, we do a lot of exchanging and plowing too. We have a subdivision that, you know, Maryville's basically annexed everybody but 2 people, it's a real small one. And so they're doing that, and we've taken over all of
Yeah, it makes
Keebler
sense.
from our spot all the way down to 162,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. All right, okay, assessor, and then trustees, yeah?
Go ahead.
So, last week, we had, some I had some questions, trying to learn about the different departments. I looked pretty extensively into the assessor's office last year, and then I went in to see Derek and asked him about his office and what his employees do. So my answers were, after I spoke with the staff, which they were amazing, everybody sat in the same room together. They have a teamwork, obviously, that follows a specific procedure. So when it comes to marketing and serving people, I just wanna review this. In regard to our general, the general fund, assistance fund, I better make clear on that, the general assistance fund. The employee reaches out to, now this is a specific person doing this job, and her salary comes specifically from this, is what she had told me. They reach out to local churches and other charitable entities to remind them to contact the township office if there are any needs. Next, during the interviews for LIHEAP program, the township office administrator collects a significant amount of personal information in order for them to qualify for LIHEAP. When that information is reviewed, then that LIHEAP, the administrator, knows that she can pass her on to the general assistance fund, because there's no reason if that person won't qualify, once those records are reviewed. The process is effective because it minimizes the redundant investigations and paperwork. So the initial, again, if the initial interview indicates that an individual meets that township guidelines and rules, the administrator shares this information with general assistance employee who takes it further action. This serves as one of the checks and balances system. Additionally, anyone in need from the senior center is referred to the township office. Word of mouth is crucial. Our township is connected with churches, residents aware of our services, Ameren referrals, Madison County referrals, and various other entities that know what the township provides. The township also maintains a website indicating that the digital marketing is a part of the strategy. The website is regularly updated and is included in overall township expenses. Today, many homeless individuals, as well as others, are aware that the government does provide cell phones and landlines. This information is easily accessible through a simple internet search. Moreover, there's an emergency pantry. The township works diligently to assist the citizens of Collinsville in assessing their needs. In addition to that, I found that this team that's in the township office literally were brainstorming about how much more that they could do. Say, if a neighbor notices that someone is falling behind on their yard mowing or things like that, they were doing some brainstorming on how they could reach out to citizens to help with that. What's going on in that house? You know, when people's grass is growing so high and then they're getting fines from the city, what's going on there? So they're reaching out in that aspect as well. I did reach out to some people that I know that have needs, and during their conversations, they feel anxious about providing personal information or completing a lengthy application, but those are absolutely necessary. So it's important to note that we're constrained by regulations of both the township and the state of Illinois regarding what we can provide. However, our staff for this general assistance is readily available to go over applications to kind of ease that anxiety. My conclusion after talking to everyone was that the township's employees are serving our community very well. They're guided by the management of Supervisor Cox, and if there is a problem that you have identified, Derek is more than open to, and so is Tara and Don, everybody in there, they're more than ready. They look at that window, they jump up, they answer the call. So, also going to townships meetings and, random, announcements or disturbing pamphlets with blanket information. I wanted to ask, in regard to that, your letter from Rachel Dye, Katerina, do you have a proposed amount of money and a program that we are to learn and go to classes on? Do you have a company that does it?
Training in Collinsville for township officials, if anyone's going to that.
I'm sorry.
Yes, there's, the township officials, I'm gonna get to that actually in the clerk's report. I
So
think.
you're saying like townships of Illinois, the programs they have, okay. So, anyway, there's that. I mean, I was pretty impressed by what I saw. It was,
And I appreciate you coming in and stayed an hour, over an hour up there and asked a lot of questions. And no, we're open book. Whatever you want to know and ways that we can improve, I'm always for that. So
The only thing that I did find was that we did one last month, that only one person came in for general assistance, or that even qualified. So, we have a full-time employee who filled out an application and helped this person, but we only had one.
yes, and then I actually did the.
I'm sorry?
What does that person do the rest of the day?
Well, that's what we're going to look at.
They're
But
only allowed to help.
there's other things. I mean, they do answer the phones. They do the bus tokens. So I got that grant for bus tokens now. We also do, like she said, the food pantry is only open 2 days a week, and then during holidays and things are closed, we're always open. And so we have a procedure for that, but we don't turn anybody down. And that also, that doesn't come out of the general assistance budget, but it comes out of my miscellaneous budget and the money that we get for actually doing the LIHEAP. You know,
get the Paupers Fund though too, right?
I don't use that for pauper. The pauper fund, I only use for absolutely emergency situations that they would not qualify for general assistance. And that it's just, and this is donated money, and I think that the people who donated that money feel that it shouldn't, it should be used only in the most appropriate situations, you know, so. All right. Anybody else? Thanks, Marvin.
Yeah, I got a couple comments. So, I know we discussed at length the budget and how you're looking to cut here and there. One area you didn't talk about, and possibly there might be some room for maybe even a part-time position too, is at the senior center. I mean, we have a director, you have an assistant director, and then we have the de facto director, yourself, whenever you're down here running things. So, you know, if we're gonna start looking at cutting hours and everything, maybe we should look, you know, down here also to tighten up the reins.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at that and I'll, you know, we're pretty darn busy. The reason that, you know, and I don't even like to say cut because that's, you know, nobody likes to do that. Nobody. I mean, if you think that I would enjoy doing that, then, but I'm here, my boss is the taxpayers. And so my thing is, and if you come in to the senior center, you will see a packed house.
Oh, I'm here,
Okay,
I know it.
right,
I know
and so
there's
what
a
I'm,
packed house.
but what I'm saying is up there in that position, it's not a packed house. It's one application the entire month.
Correct.
No,
So
I
think.
understand what you're saying.
Well, I'm just answering right, but I'm trying to let you know more of where I'm coming from. My point is if I got rid of one of my staff down here, okay, there would absolutely be let's just say it is a liability for the senior center. And the reason is, I was here the other day, I think Neil was here, but a lady had a seizure, over there. I was here, all right? Kelly was back there, Gabby was on break. I had the ambulance here in less than 5 minutes. It was like 3 minutes, all right? This place has 100 people in it sometimes. We have a cook back there who, before I started, was making $20,000 a year, $22,000 a year, all right? All of my employees, I try to treat with respect and try to make sure they understand, because it's not easy. They're like, gosh, this is so much work. There's a lot of work, all right, of cleaning, of everything. It's not one applicant a month. There's a lot of work. And so I want them to know that I'm also, yes, I'm asking more of you, but we're also paying you more as well, you know? And so I don't think there's any room for any less employees down here. That's right now. Now, if there's ways that we can work in more volunteers, and we got some great volunteers, I absolutely do that. And that is why I come down here. One, it's meeting with my constituency, and two, it's to help out the staff. And I enjoy it. They're my friends, you know, and that's the truth of it. So anyway, but I appreciate your comment. Mike, Brad?
No, I'm good.
Good, okay. Let's see here. Clerk, I think you were mentioned in there. You might have something in your report.
I do know.
Here it is. Right here.
Welcome to.
I was gonna say, now I don't know where it is. Okay, so, thank you for being very patient with me. So I've done a lot of learning, a lot of reading. Oh my goodness, I've read more this last week than I think I have forever. But for the trustees, there is convention that is in Collinsville for one of the first times.
First time.
And it's May 29th at the Doubletree, and
It's a Friday.
we need to register like this week to get in for the early.
I would
early
encourage you
frost.
guys, I've done a couple of these, but I remember when I was a trustee, I went down, I think Kathy, your dad was there and everything, but it's good. It's a lot of stuff that you know already, but there's a few things that maybe you don't know, you know, but I think that especially it's in Collinsville, the township will pay for it, some training. So if you can be available that day, let me know, and hopefully that would satisfy the request too, so.
I plan on going.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can also do virtually, any other of the days too, so, if you're not
Yeah.
available.
Thank you for
Because
pointing
I'm
that
out
out.
of town, I'm out of town for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
All right.
The one here.
Has anybody done the virtual thing? I mean, is it like?
It's
you
like
sit down
Zoom.
I mean, it's Zoom.
You sit on your computer and it's Zoom.
Can you do it
You'll
like
see the
in the
same-
evening, or is you gotta be?
I think it's
Live.
it's live.
Right, it's just if you're not in time. Yeah, if you're driving a bus, it's probably not
Yeah.
gonna work.
It would be nice if they would record it and then make it
Yeah.
available. But-
I'd like to go, but we gotta get some bus drivers first.
Let's see here. My comments, I'll just keep, we have a senior center. Just a couple things. Like I say, the actual attendance has been up. We've started some new programs. We're starting bingo on Monday as well. And so the attendance has been up. We're looking to take these blinds that are from the 80s down, because half of them don't work, and put in, I'm getting a bid for, it's like a film that they put on where you basically can see out, but you can't see in. And will actually help with the energy as well. And so we did it up at my office, because that vestibule will get so darn hot in the summertime. So we're looking, I'm gonna get a bid on that. Let's see, we've had a few issues with the AC back there. We got that fixed. I'm trying to think, but some great trips lately, great trips. And they just got one back today at 4:30 on one. They left at 9, got back at 4:30. And this is, again, you guys know it's preaching the choir, but it's for the folks that might not know. And I talked to the Maryville mayor, Mayor White, and he's sending out pamphlets that we do about the senior center to all the Maryville residents, encouraging them to come in, and we also offer transportation. If you're unable to drive, we'll figure it out. We'll pick you up in the Volkswagen. We'll bring you in for bingo or whatever. Just a lot of people, I don't know if it's a feeling, I don't want to feel old and be picked up and have to do that, but it is available, and yeah.
I drive the bus, and
Mhm.
I pick up a few people that, to and from here. Two of them were on the back of the bus talking the other day, and they're talking about going to other senior centers in Madison County. And those two ladies pretty much said that it's hands down, Collinsville first, maybe Edwardsville.
Well, I haven't heard that, but I only heard Collinsville. But anyway, so I you know me. I mean, I'm very proud of what we're doing. We're trying to put some things together for the America's 250. We're doing a big Memorial Day luncheon here, and we have our sock hop coming up on May the 30th. It's a Saturday, and I'll be here. We got a little band coming in, but we have bands in here, free. They don't charge, and we charge $5 for lunch. But if you can't pay, again, the sign back there, and that's where we get more clients that possibly can need help. We'll take care of your lunch, but we play shuffleboard, skee ball. It's great, and feel free to come on in and check it out anytime. Lunch is at 11 o'clock.
There was a lady at Maryville, at YMCA, and she was out here when they were doing the election. And, she says that there are people who can't afford, they're 55, but they're not 65 for silver sneakers or those programs. And they're coming here for chair yoga, and they're coming here to dance.
Yeah.
And it's something that they would never been able to afford.
Yeah, and that's another thing, just so you know, I was approached by trying to cut our belt, okay, about, well, this is a cost. We do a yoga program. And it is literally, and this isn't the greatest spot, filled back between these aisles, 40 people doing yoga, okay, with a professional yoga instructor. We pay this yoga instructor, okay? That comes out of that budget. Now, you can say you want to cut that, but I'm telling you like this, that's good for seniors. And that's something that a lot of communities don't offer. And they've paid their taxes their entire life. They deserve something like this.
Not to mention if they're healthy, because on Medicare costs for those that are worried about their
We do that
pocketbook.
twice a week. We do it on Tuesdays and Fridays at 9 a.m. if you're ever interested. So anyway, clerk, I skipped the senior center supervisor. I'll just keep it at that. But I think everything is going good. The IT, we're finally, if you're not, I think you just got to get hooked up. Everybody's hooked up with the new email and everything. So everything's good. Seems good. So thank you guys. It's been long. Motion to adjourn, anybody?
I motion we adjourn.
Okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a good night.